Hey, what's up, everybody? Today's been a pretty good day, so I just wanted to make a video. Especially, I don't know if I talked about it in my last video, but oh yeah, I did, because I've been working on the job hunt stuff. I still haven't done my DUI victim panel. For some reason, it just feels like the days have just been flying by. Like there's just not enough time in each day. And I know that's not true. You know, I am spending time on things that I really shouldn't. And sorry for the background noise. It's just nice to have, well, AC to make it cooler, and then the fan so my face has some stimulation so I don't have to touch it. But yeah, today's been a really good day. Well, I guess backtracking. So I haven't worked on the DUI stuff, victim panel, which I really need to do, because I do meet with my PO on next Friday, not this Friday, not tomorrow, but next Friday, and I want to have that done before I meet with him. And then in terms of the job stuff, I was able to update my resume with my new phone number, as well as new address, and I added my volunteer experience on there. I did take off I had my RN certification number from my state on there, but I took that off. It's kind of annoying. I do have my resumes publicly, like on ZipRecruiter and Indeed and stuff like that. And unfortunately, I still get quite a few nurse recruiters texting me or calling me, emailing me with nursing positions. I was hoping that taking off the RN certification might have helped with that. But I have over 3 years of nursing experience on my resume. I'm not going to take that off, because then it's an even bigger employment gap. And besides, I'm going to have to be the one that is applying for and looking for, like retail or warehouse work. I really doubt that they're going to reach out to anyone, but I'm still keeping my resume public just because I might as well. I did have a good call with this temp agency, and just did a quick phone interview. After this, I'm going to email her my resume, and they're going to help me look for work. Right now, ideally, I'd like to do part-time. And it doesn't matter so much that's temporary. I just need to make enough money to cover rent, and it would be nice to buy some additional supplements, like some more multivitamins and fish oil, just because that helps my overall health. And unfortunately, I've kept the vice of nicotine, so I consume nicotine pouches. I mean, it's not like it ruins my life, and at least it's something. I don't know. I just like the effects nicotine provides. For me, I'm probably biased, but I do seem to be able to lose weight or keep weight off more easily, and have better memory and cognition, which, I don't know the exact science, and I can't say it, so I'm going to be a bro scientist for a minute, but it acts on certain receptors, acetylcholine, and those are I think pretty heavily involved in memory formation. So, and again, at the very least, it's just nice to have a good meal, or if I'm craving a beer or substance, it's also nice to throw one of those in. They do seem to help with my tics too. So, but again, I know it's like, it's the usual addict behavior, making excuses or justifying behavior that you shouldn't be doing, but they're cheap enough, and they're not disrupting my life, so I'm not too concerned about that. But yeah, so I don't really need to make that much money, just because rent here is so cheap, and I'm pretty low maintenance. I mean, I don't really buy new clothes or new shoes. I mean, pretty much nicotine, supplements, and rent. That's all I really need for the time being. I am very fortunate to be able to utilize. Well, I do receive food stamps, which kind of contributes to the feeling like a lazy bum feeling that I talked about. I believe I talked about in the last video. Because it's hard to not feel like a leech, but that's what that resource is for, and I would be totally screwed without. So I'm very thankful I'm able to get that from the state. I also do, at least still qualify for free cellular service from the ACP. I think it's American Cell Phone Plan or something, and that helps a lot too. So that really keeps my expenses low. So because I don't want to be gung ho, and I told the temp agency this. I don't want to go gung ho and work full time or close to full time, and then just be overwhelmed with it. Because I still would like to. Well, obviously, still need to attend my treatment, and I would like to continue to volunteer at the Recovery Cafe if I can. And speaking of which, it was a really good day of serving at the cafe. They had enchiladas from a kind of local restaurant chain. I think it's just exclusive to kind of a few states in this region. You could probably, well, actually you can't see, so. But that was super delicious. Kind of bummed because someone that works there, I think he does maintenance, he was in a recovery coach class that I took in February. He was a really cool dude. Told me that the kitchen was hiring, was just told me to ask the kitchen manager about it. But I did talk with her, and unfortunately they did hire someone already, which sucks. Because I would really like to work there doing in whatever capacity. And it would be a much easier shoe-in. In terms of criminal background or history, they're more understanding. So I don't have to worry about that being a barrier. It still can, but enough time has passed, and they've witnessed my work ethic and just overall character while volunteering. But then it would be nice to set up the ability to work as a recovery coach there down the road. But I'm not counting on it. But I did express, interest in any other positions that might open up. So hopefully something else opens up and they can employ me, especially part-time. I could work at the treatment facility that I have been receiving services from, all the services, inpatient, IOP, outpatient, mental health, and my prescriber as well. And it seems like a pretty good place to work, and they're definitely understanding in terms of people's prior history with substances and legal issues. But not that I dislike anyone here in the house, but pretty much everyone, except for the new guy, but I think he applied, he's waiting for his background check. Everyone works there in like the kitchen services or in some capacity there. And it's not that I wouldn't want to work with them, but I live with them, and I don't want to have that. I like to keep work at work and home at home. When you're living with a few people, I guess I can't really say for sure, but I can easily see it happening. Having home bleed into work and work bleeding into home, and I just want something else on my own accord. So I haven't applied for any jobs yet. I need to start doing that, but at the very least, I have taken at least a few very small steps. But I do need to really get on top of that. But otherwise things are going really great. I was able to take some enchiladas home, so I'm gonna eat that after this. Had a great workout. I showered. I didn't shave. I wanted to shave, but someone else wanted to shower too, and he takes a bit longer than I do, so I was just like, hey, is it cool if I just hop in the shower really quick? So I didn't shave just to save time because we were both sweaty. He likes to go out walking. So we were both in need of a shower. So I wanted to be respectful of that. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that nothing else I could really talk about. I've been toying around with some ideas for future video topics. I think it would be interesting to kind of talk more in depth about my experiences working as a registered nurse, kind of pros and cons, especially in the field I work with, psychiatric and behavioral health. So that I've been thinking about that. I've been also kind of I don't want to come across too crazy, but I was thinking about talking about kind of my theory, or just like possibility of kind of what reality really is. But maybe not. I don't know. Just because I have, not necessarily a unique take, an interesting take. I will say, kind of involves many worlds and probabilities, and kind of being in a superposition. If any of y'all are familiar with quantum mechanics, so I'm not sure, but either way, good mood. I want to make a video, especially kind of just updating after my other video, because I know I expressed that I've been feeling more down and anxious, and having more tics. So kind of just to check in, and it's just nice to talk. I've really been enjoying this. I really hope, I need to message the guy at the cafe that expressed interest in, I think I mentioned it, in doing some sort of videos together, like a podcast or something of the sort, and also have him do his own channel, which I think would be really cool, because I did bring it up. I try not to self-promote my content, just because I feel like that's pretty obnoxious. Just spamming everyone, hey, watch my videos, read my blogs. People stumble across it and they like it, or helps them in whatever capacity and want to continue watching. That's awesome. That makes me super happy. But I'm not doing this for views. I'm not doing this for subscriptions. I'm doing this for myself. And I know over time, if people are interested in what I talk about or my experiences, they'll stay. And if not, it's fine. I'm just very glad I started doing this and have been continuing doing it. Because many months from now, it's just nice to kind of see a change in my appearance and how I'm talking. It just reinforces like why I'm so glad for recovery. Because sometimes it's really hard when you have bad days, especially, to not be like, why am I doing this? I'm experiencing some post-acute withdrawal, or I just don't want to feel anything, or even just say, hey, it's a nice sunny day, a beer sounds good. But then seeing kind of how my life has drastically changed, even on a very superficial level in terms of my appearance, it's just cool to see. So at the very least, I can look back on these, like I said, not listen to myself, because I really hate listening to myself. But yeah, it would be cool though, if him and I did a podcast and he also started his own channel, and talk about our experiences. It would be nice to just not be me blabbing random thoughts that come to my mind. And he's a cool dude too. He's really awesome, really friendly. So I'm sure he has I've heard a little bit about his story, but I'm sure he has a lot more to tell. So I'm glad I can at least inspire him, or motivate him in some regard to start doing his content. Because for me, it's helped a lot. It's been really awesome. I still do want to write more. I do want to do more streaming with the games. But right now, I'm going to put that on the back burner. If I have time, but I really, really, really need to focus on finding a job. That's pretty high on my priorities. But I hope working with the temp agency, they can help me find employment. I need to put in the footwork, applying, looking for jobs and applying and following up, especially. And then, just continue to volunteer at the cafe. At least it gives me something to do, and it's something I can at least, some evidence that, you know, I'm not this piece of crap. You know, especially with the history of resisting arrest, and explaining that it was due to drug use doesn't really help your case. So, so yeah, I'm gonna end here. My roommate will probably be back pretty soon. He wasn't here last night. I don't know where he is. I hope he's okay. Someone else raised that concern earlier today, so I'm hoping that he does come back home, or if not, at the very least, I hope he's doing all right. I'm not really worried about it. Really, with anyone, I don't know. It's not that I don't care, but maybe I place too much faith in their ability to continue being successful. At least, like, not seeing them in a 24, maybe even 48-hour window. You know, it's like, because I know people do have family they can spend the night with, or significant others. So, you know, if it's a few days, then it's like, oh, what's going on? But a day or two, it's like, you know, I don't really worry that much. That's always a possibility, but everyone in this house has just been so strong in their recovery. It's amazing. I'm so glad to be here. Oh, and I was able to, one last thing, and then I'm going to end it. I was able to, and not that, you know, it's like, oh, I'm such a good person, but someone else, another housemate, worked out with me for a little bit, lifted some weights, which is super cool. For me, I elevate myself by elevating others. I don't put down others or try and make myself better than anyone else to feel good about myself. I like it when we all succeed. And whether that's in our recovery or our physical health, our appearance, whatever the case, it makes me super excited. You know, so I always try to encourage everyone else to work out with me. Just because for me, it's extremely helpful for my recovery. And I know everyone's, you know, has different needs in their recovery, but yeah, so I really need to apply for jobs tonight. I'm gonna work on it, at the very least look at jobs, so I can take another small step. But I do hope to make another video in the next day or two, and even maybe do some streaming. But I try not to do that when my roommate is here, just because, you know, he's cool with it, but at the same time, I don't want to disrupt his thing, and it's just nice kind of just having the room to myself for the time being. So thank you for everyone, to everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will see everyone next time.